There we go.
What evidence?
Callisti deleted
like
the
I'm
fucking
streaming.
evidence!
What evidence?
I hope the stream... Oh, looks like it is up. Okay, so let me get it up over here. Therese TJ, welcome everybody. Hi Fitz and bye Fitz. Therese TJ, welcome everybody. Hi Fitz and bye Fitz. Okay. I don't actually know how to get the live chat on the screen with Broadcaster. Although I feel like it's something I should figure out. What do you mean stop reading up on it, Callisti? Jesus Christ. Alright, I'm gonna pop out chat. Oh, actually, if I pop out chat, maybe that'll let me put it in the stream. Hey! I don't know where a good place to put this would be. I really don't know where a good place to put this would be. Guys, you tell me. Where's a good place to put this? I don't know. I never played the fucking game before, so I would have no idea. If you full screen the game, you can see the chat. But as it is right there, you can't see the chat. I don't know if this is good. So I'm just gonna leave it there and we'll see. I just popped and showed the Discord. Nice. I had to be careful with what I put up. We don't need to see chat tonight. Alright, then I'll just take it off. Bang. Alright everybody, welcome to the stream. I have no idea what Doki Doki Literature Club is, and I'm going in pretty much completely blind. I have no idea what to expect. I'm being dead serious. I have no idea what to expect. Although, there was a warning at the beginning of the game saying, I am 13 years or older, and I am okay with seeing disturbing content. And hello to everybody in the chat. Sorry, Okay, alright. What's my name? Zero told me to let the chat decide my name. I do not know what my name is. What is my name, everybody? Alright, chat, decide my name. What's my name gonna be in this game? I look more mature. Baby Elvis. Why? Why? It's not a jelly roll. I don't look like Elvis. Then again, Elvis is one of the most famous fucking musicians in history. So I don't really think that's a detriment to having this hair look. Yeah, stop making me all self-conscious and shit. I like my hair like this. I think I look good. Is my name Elvis? Zero seems to think Elvis. Sadistic one. Oh no, my name's gonna be Elvis? What the fuck? Elvis, okay. Damn it! Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor, and a good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, okay? It's just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. I'm blocking the chat. Fuck the chat box. What? Better? I'm so far into the fucking corner now. Just go down like this. Oh no! We used to walk to school together on days like this. But starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently. And I would get tired of waiting up. If she's going to chase after me like this, I must feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha! Ha! I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe only because I decided to stop at Elvis. Jesus Christ! You say that you were thinking about ignoring me? Yes. That's me, Elvis! Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think that we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all? I guess you don't have to. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you wanted to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Elvis, oh my god. Kawaii, sadistic. By the way, Elvis, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm not sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations, where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Yeah! Yeah, sadistic papaka! That you wouldn't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know that you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET! In a few years, because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? I'm not reading more cute like Amalia. Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Forko Literature Club. The school day is ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After packing up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come to the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me. It's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Jesus Christ. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday that I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. Let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! Uh-oh, here we go. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for a third-year class and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Glance around the room. I see nobody. Oh, girl 1. You know, I remember those good old days of girl 1. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always has nice things to say about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Ooh. Way to kill the atmosphere. Elvis, what a nice surprise! Elvis. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Ah! I don't know how hard it is to mispronounce girl 2. If you know, if you want to say something, say it. Sorry, Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Haha, moody. Sayori says quietly into my ear, and then she turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Ah, I know who every single one of these people are already. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. It sounds like you already know Monica. It's Monica, but it's Monica. That's obviously Monica. What's up? I'm Forko. I'm 23, and I never learned how to read. What's going on? I'm Forko. I'm 23, and I never fucking learned how to read. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? That's right, says Monica. Great to see you again, Elvis. These two characters have the exact same face with different eyes. Does anybody else see that? Does anybody else? They have the exact same face. And look, their hair parts at the exact same area. Are they twins? This is the exact same person. I was gonna say something about the uniforms, but it's a school. Everybody's got the same uniform. Yeah, they have two different bows. This one's got long hair, this one's got short hair. Otherwise, the only difference is the eyes. None of them are Natsuki, so I don't care. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Elvis. We made a room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Oh, Natsuki. Sorry, I got a little excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Have a few desks arranged to form a table. Sayori mentioned, as it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing. Little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Ah, well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs the first one, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori walks in with her mouth full and has managed to get ice on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't heard this somewhere before, have I? I made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did, so already said. Well, maybe! Not for you to know, you dummy! Holy shit! The anime is so strong in this game. That's where she goes, baka! I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers give us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess? Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. Oh my god. Good night, Kree. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and the Sayori seemed really happy here, so... Well, that's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As a president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club as fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. Gasp! How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member. I fucked that one up. Whoops. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing in the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages the others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is a really great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised that there aren't more people in this club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. Oh, good thing I didn't look at the chat about that deleted message. Oh, shit. You have to lurk a little hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. It makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow in this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted at the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Elvis, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a leader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story is such a foreign world, it's so impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't that amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Oh, great. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world. If only but for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? Well, what? What gives you the idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. Give that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes. Your poems? Everything you do is just so... it's just as cute as you are. Sayori saddles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Ah, well I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing you to your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have the writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough sharing hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, well, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay! I have an idea, everyone. An idea. Natsuki and Yuri look all quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own, and the next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That way, everyone's even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Elvis? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now we're back onto the original topic of me joining the club. I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said that I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. 4 girls stare. This is what I was talking about with Soda Poppin'. This is the scene. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. This is the only thing I've seen of this game. But, I'm sorry, I thought, You all, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? What if writing a poem is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls? Right, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. I like this so far, it's so nice. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I wouldn't be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks, I guess? Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem, bring the next meeting, so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Elvis, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Hehe. Oh, yeah, uh-huh. Can I really impress the class star, Monika, with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the other girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Elvis, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. With that, the two of us depart in the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school on the literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. And I guess it starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh no, here comes the gameplay aspect. Yeah, here comes the gameplay aspect. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Oh god. Now, should I be true to myself, or should I just go for one of the girls? Oh no, it's Bill Cosby! We knew this day would come! Bill Cosby, what are you doing here? Okay. I don't know which girl I want to impress. I really don't. I kind of like... I really do like the shy, tough girl kind of act that Natsuki puts on. But I do love the openness that Sayori puts on. But then again, I really love that shy aspect that Yuri has. Oh, Cosby. I just wanted to let you know that it's very inappropriate behavior. And not to do that. Oh no! Bill Cosby! Bouncy. Parfait? Tom? Beauty. Sticky. Ew! Sticky? Hello, kind femme fatale. And Therese TJ. And everybody that's new to the channel. Nexus Anime. Nice to see you in here for the first time. Bill Cosby says, anyway, Forko, these are my kind of women. Oh no, not Bill Cosby. Loud, sunny, infallible, time, dark, fireflies, pleasure, sticky, laugh, kitty. Laugh. Bill Cosby says Phantom's a douchebag. That's fucking great. Defeat, disown, incapable blanket, frightening philosophy, comfort, imagination. Fun, special, explode, promise, holiday, nature, playground, raindrops, candy, disoriented. Special. Fantasy, horror, anxiety, sparkle, hop, determination, smile, depression, universe. Smile, depression, universe, strawberry. Why are these words that are put together so fucking funny? I have no idea. Fantasy. I love fantasy. Dazzle, fireworks, hope, extreme, landscape, daydream, puppy, chocolate, eternity, peace. Marshmallow, misfortune. These are all words that don't go together. Marshmallow, misfortune, embrace, Valentine, skipping, email, precious, disaster, skirt, friends. Embrace. Tenacious happiness. Empty party agonizing mouse. Lipstick flower rain cloud disarray. Tenacious. Because of Tenacious D. It's the only reason. Spinning nibble nightgown atone bed shopping breeds sadness. Rose and efflugent? 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 Is that how you say that? Efflugent? Efflugent? Alright. Yeah, good night, Bill Cosby. You go deal with that trial. Jesus. Nightgown. Oh, here we go. Climax! Extraordinary. Doki Doki. Silly. Secretive. Anger. Tragedy. Games. Pink. Jumpy. Sensation. Sensation. Cute. Heaven sent. Bunny, lazy, cage, fluffy, crimson, inferno, meager, vacation. Inferno! Pain, contamination, marriage, kiss, music, infinite, melody, despite question, peaceful, kiss. Unending love, waterfall, joy, whisper, childhood, misery, wonderful, afterimage, broken. Love. Graveyard grief, death, cry, portrait, captive, starscape, vivid. You know, we all have to have a little down. Jump, unrequited. Clumsy, forgive, excitement, lollipop. Insight, color, lucky, shame. Insight. Wait a minute, when I click them, do they jump up? Is that what's going on here? Kawaii. Oh no, I had no idea. I didn't even notice that. Oh god, here we go. Misfortune Marshmallow sounds like some emo alternative rock song title. It does. Linkin Park's next album, The Misfortunate Marshmallow. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Haha. Ah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. It was the last to come in. I was the last to come in, so everybody else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Elvis. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me that you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, and you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. BAM! Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature, I agree. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Elvis always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is messy and it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Elvis can become good friends too? Sayori? Huh? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, even Yuri brought you something today. You know. Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. Jesus Christ. This is great. I love this. I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So a nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Oh, I had settings. Whoops. Is that so? Yeah, don't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off the scheduled activities for the club. But it doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet. Man. It looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down to the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature-related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. But then, feeling a little too tired to read, I could probably fall asleep right now. I could close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. But we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what the literature club's all about. The problem is the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that, We just need a way of showing that to everybody. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come to the first place if it's a literature event. Oh my god, here we go. Forko, I wanted to say it's an honor to be able to watch your stream and privilege. In my day, we didn't even have a frying pan to watch in my teen years. Oh, golly Bill, thanks. I am really spectacular. Dippity doo da zip woo da. Jesus Christ. Oh, Bill, you're too much. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori's really, is really seriously. I can't fucking read. Are you kidding me? It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Ah, good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. Natsuki cupcakes are the best cupcakes. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and just make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder that it would be like to see the world through our eyes. Ooh, she's close. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, Bill, Jesus. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glanced over to my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. That's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? That's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair, it's sticking out everywhere. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair's just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look at your brow. Your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain in your collar right there. I try to wipe the stain off with my finger, but nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, what do you think? You have a boyfriend yet? Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Uh-huh. Here we go. Uh-huh. Here we go. I think I've laughed. This is freaking virus. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking about how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Aren't you? I guess? Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near your chest. Does this even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner than that. It doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again! Yes! That's exactly what that means! Don't say that out loud! Anyway, you look much better now, so, why does it feel so strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? It's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew, that's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying this like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he would even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would, so anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on waking up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come and wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Oh, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Hey, everyone! Monica suddenly calls out, why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Elvis and I can't wait to read your... Elvis. Jesus Christ, Elvis! Elvis, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write the poem last night? Yeah? My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I could really find much inspiration. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Oh, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monika wrote hers in a composition notebook, and I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Ooh. 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 Little bitch is hiding in the stream. Okay, now look. Now look. I can say one thing. I'm already kind of crushing on Sayori and Yuri. Natsuki is okay because Natsuki is kind of like Mordred from Fate Stay Night. Well, from Fate Apocrypha. But I already have a Natsuki in my life. That's the thing. I already have a Natsuki in my life. I do. And it's Mordred. And I'd rather keep it that way. Okay? Monika is just... she sounds boring. Yuri is best. Falcon Yuri is best. I like Sayori and Yuri. Those are my two. I like Sayori and I like Yuri. Sadistic is going to hate me for not loving Natsuki because I already have a Natsuki. I already do. I already have a Natsuki. This is Amania. She sounds boring. Okay. I don't know another word. I can't think of another word. I don't know. I guess Monika I still like, but on a lower level. Just like, it's like Sayori and Yuri, and then Natsuki and Monika are down here. It's like these two. Yuri's first. Yuri's first. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh! Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on, okay. This is your first time reading a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading it through. So it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Oh, it's so cute! It really is. Come on. It's so cute. So I'm on my way to your house right now. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, as if her demeanor totally changes, her stammering is completely gone. She sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing, even a simple poem. Not finding them, building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for her. Which, itself, is kind of funny. After all, this isn't supposed to be a literature club. Ghosts under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. Oh my god. Oh no! It's bathing! It's bathing! It must be this one. The last remaining sheet light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing the air of pleasant but living in the past. Breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Ooh. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to Oh, god damn it! I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Huh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Elvis. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts and feelings to experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. It's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. God damn, Bill. Jesus. Calm down, buddy. Well, it makes you happy to think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. It's gotta be Sayori next. Absolutely. Oh my goodness, this is so good, Elvis. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why, because I have no idea what I like either. Geez, Yuri's opinion is way more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it because I wrote it? Huh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's Elvis. It's a Elvis poem. Sadistic. Calm the calamity that is your memories. Boy. That makes me feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet. That doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's just like I said before, Elvis. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something only really good people can do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It is a secret, but I trust you too. And if it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Yes! Yes! I want breakfast! Read faster. Shut up, Maya. Quiet. I will read at my own pace. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? Just a little bit? Can you answer just a little bit as a yes or no question? I forgot to do it last night. And, well, at least makes me feel a little better about yourself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It just came out nice. Or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. If you're already late. Oh, come on. Sorry, Mania. But I'm heartbroken. Ugh. I'm sorry. I hope you can forgive me. But with the what was I saying? Jesus Christ. My fucking train of thought's been so derailed. Give Zamania cookies. What was I saying? What was I saying? Yeah, whatever. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. My kind of poem. Anything about breakfast. Hi, Rayquaza Gamer. Welcome to the stream. Really, Amania? You like sadistic more than me now? Falcon has added you as her friend list. Monica is the best. Ah, yeah, but next time I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Now the two that are left. Natsuki or Monica? I could at least redeem a little bit by going with Natsuki for sadistic, and I think I'm gonna not do that. Hi Elvis, having a good time so far? Ah, yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, have you ever had any suggestions for the club? Like new activities or things we can do better? I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up, but much better off knowing going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, you want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ah ha ha! Don't worry, Elvis. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But that sort of barrier we'll learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Isn't that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised. Sadistic and texting me. I can't say his text out loud because of spoilers for another game. I wouldn't be surprised if you had one of those sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So, I think that's the vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. But who knew someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own, and you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure you'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. It's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. So it's not like you to worry about impressing them or anything like that. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, did you want to read my poem now? You betrayed us all. No, I didn't betray anybody. Forko is making enemies by the beginning of 2018. You betrayed us all. The darkness, yeah, I'm here, just that distracted Bookhouser. I just wanted to talk shit to you. Forko now is sadistic, Amania and I as enemies. Amania, Bill, I subscribed. Thanks, Amania. Damn it! Yeah, Daisy, thanks. Wait, he's doing Natsuki last, so he saved the best for last. New content arriving soon. Boom! Yeah, that was my plan all along. Save the best for last. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in a wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes? Whatever. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No! I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, they're already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. Just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It wasn't too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. You're a shit liar. Lying is bad, Forko. Everybody lies. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Haha, it's okay. It's that kind of style that has gotten pretty popular nowadays. It's a lot of poems have been putting an emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. It was the inspiration behind this one. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. Epiphany. Oh my god! Ugh. No, Kyra, I don't know what I'm playing. No, Kyra, this is a completely blind playthrough. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. So I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's a bit better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Oh, you had to time Kyra out? What? Oh, he... Kyra, you posted a spoiler? No, Kyra didn't post a spoiler. Oh, Kyra didn't do anything wrong. He just said, does he know what he's playing? No, Kyra didn't do anything wrong. I don't know why he timed Kyra out. He didn't say anything bad. I already know there's some kind of dark, deep undertone to the fucking game because of how everybody talks about it. Oh, wow. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. What is that supposed to mean? That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me, it's not like I said it was bad. I just didn't evoke any emotions. So it's basically not cute enough for your tastes. Ah! Night Bill. That's Dollar Bill. You addressed me right, Phantom. Do you want to get smacked? Ah, kinda. I'll pass. Ugh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly, people can try, and that's about it. She's a loli. She's a loli. She's every definition of a fucking loli. Not that there's anything wrong with lolis. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you can do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set it up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it all fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro! Glad I learned something. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Amani, dude, she's super edge. There's so much, I feel like Natsuki's a razor blade. There's so much edge there. So much edge. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That's a little more stressful than I anticipated. But if everyone's judging me for the mediocre writing abilities, even if they're just being nice, there's no way that my poems can't stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? No. Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns to the poem desk with one hand. I didn't read that right at all. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. It's trying to say something nice. Huh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Elvis did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Elvis liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! The first conflict! The first real conflict! Oh no! I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Elvis appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, how I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do out of... so... I would deliberately go out of my way trying to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Elvis started showing up. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't like fighting you guys. Suddenly, both girls turned toward me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. Elvis! She's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then it wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader and not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Elvis. Wait, there's a reason you have so many deep expressive words in our language. The only way to convey complex feelings and the meaning is most effectively. Oh no! Oh no! Avoiding them is not unnecessary. Is not only unnecessary limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Elvis? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with will probably think more highly of me. So of course it's gonna be... Oh no! Who is it? I think you guys know. Hashtag Team Yuri. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion's different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri. Huh? You're a seriously talented writer. That's no secret that I was impressed. Well, that's... But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting their feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized, don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fists, and in the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. And even I end up feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to walk around and clear my head. So Yuri, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. I'll spare... It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches up her own poem from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples the poem up in her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that. My heart. Oh, my heart. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at the desk. I gingerly approach and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. Oh. Welcome to the stream. Is Ma D here? Is Ma D here? I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Elvis. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have a part of you a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, you know, I would never do anything so shameful, so... Huh? What thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm gonna go make some tea. Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Elvis, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, did I learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems everyone likes? With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job of impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Elvis, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It's truly been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say that I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier, what did you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Elvis, it's nice that I got to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes you the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you, too. That's... every day's gonna be so much fun. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder, and said to myself... I said that more to myself than to others, but it's really easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Yeah, let's do this. Oh, man. Oh, Lord. Oh, Farley. Looks like did some bad shit. Heartbeat, meager, philosophy, blanket, broken. Essence, peace, explode, precious question. Let's see. Oh. Thanks for the warning, Cystic. Heartbeat, meager, philosophy, blanket, broken. Okay. Heartbeat, meager, philosophy, blanket, broken essence, peace, explode, precious question. Philosophy. Afterimage, clumsy, suicide, sunny, Valentine, universe, prayer, dazzle, fluffy, giggle. Universe. Spinning, cry, pleasure, skirt, chocolate, pure, horror, bunny, feather, infinite. Pure. Bester, memories, socks, misfortune, heart, anxiety, scars, childhood fun, silly, vibrant, marriage, fantasy, vivacious, charm, vertigo, jump, place, sing. Vivacious. Graveyard, amazing, whirlwind, insight, fireworks, frightening, journey, incapable, nibbles, swimsuit. Despise, cute, together, beauty, parfait, rose, empty, vacation, incongruent. Unstable, hope, awesome, wrath, warm, electricity, cage, promise, waterfall, peaceful. Promise. Variance, nature, uncontrollable, defeat, dream, sticky, unrestrained, secretive, dance, and sugar. I like to be unrestrained. Breathe, sensation, entropy, smile, color, melody, vitality, depression, playground, determination. I'm gonna say... sensation. Joy, tears, passion milk. Oh no! Not the passion milk! Or the passion milk or the special embrace. Embrace. Fickle, ribbon, forgive, comfort, marshmallow, twirl, mouse, flying extreme. Heaven sent. I love that word. Heaven sent. It sounds amazing. I'm gonna go with intellectual for this one. Infallible, love, disordered, rainbow, hair, eternity, death, grief, sadness, cheeks. Love. Pout, papa, dark, disarray, tragedy, lipstick, fireflies, ocean, landscape, nightgown. Fireflies. Headphones, tenacious, analysis, contamination, puppy, shiny, bubbles, boop, raindrops, lust. Contamination. Hurt, lucky, treasure, cheer, lollipop, adventure, happiness, doki doki, sparkle, crimson. Cheer. Games, time, disaster, kawaii, massacre. Yee, that's a deep word. Unending. Extraordinary, fear, kiss, summer, anger, uncanny, flee, daydream, flower, hopeless. Kitty candy, inferno, covet, vanilla, sunset, hop, romance, sweet, wow. Vanilla. Jeez. Oh my god, I see a lot of people got banned. Eee, that's not good. I didn't look at chat. Yeah, I'm gonna minimize chat. Sorry. I'm gonna just switch to a different window. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Elvis. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to being in a club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get when you're in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look for your purse? Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Huh? Why that all of a sudden? No reason really, I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. She turns it upside down and lets the contents spill out into the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How'd you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would leave and have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conventionally forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, and so that only leaves one option. What? I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Huh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell Elvis to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Accept the revolution? Retribution. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say that's a weird. It's a weird word to put there. Retribution. Ah! Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Whoa! Did I just get smacked? Something smacks her in the face and tumbles onto the desk. A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? Because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you. Then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Haha. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, but why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. So I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez, I get it. Cookie's still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Oh! Suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously do that? With a mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where is Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. Huh. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Huh? You don't think she has a... No, I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Yeah, that's true. Excuse me? Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Huh? Monica chooses the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was a study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You'd have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't where you play music as well, Monica. I don't really. I just kind of started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. Also, I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I wouldn't let you down, Elvis. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean to pressure you or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous actions. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. I was just focused and I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... Is that the book you gave to me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason, just curious in how you came to have 2 copies of the same book. Well, I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, and, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about, anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, this is about a girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. As soon as she's targeted, she gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. While her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it wasn't going to be a nice story. That dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Elvis? It's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals, or their own philosophy that they believe in. And suddenly you thought that you're related to the protagonist, and they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then, but I feel like I shouldn't let you know that I have this problem. Well, when I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. So, please stop me if I'm starting to talk too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you were saying you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's just not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That's it, reading in company with somebody. I see. Well then just let me tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry, I mean, here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is the way It feels like my left arm is in the way, so I insist to use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips on her side. By holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Oh, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently let go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be silly a thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she's also second guesses all the things she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Elvis, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. It's so embarrassing that you would think that. Wait, I didn't mean that in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know that you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. There we go. Good old Monica jumping in right when it gets awkward. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kinda down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little bit more tonight. It'll be fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make the mental note of where I left off in the book, and then slip it back into my bag. My phone died? My phone died. Since I did Natsuki last the first time, I'll do Natsuki first this time. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one. I can't really say it's any better either. Phew. Phew? Phew what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck I'll take as a win. I don't get the feeling that you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminded me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess, if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori is a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how could someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging you around like a deadweight. That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away, letting go of a balloon. Like letting go of a balloon. You could say that we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggling, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite song. My favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me out and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. I'm gonna tell everyone. Whoa. That's it's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Jesus Christ, though. The world is a better place without spider lovers? Damn. It's a real statement there. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, would anyone agree with the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk? Yeah, ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid of. If people find out. They'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone else likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone? And it makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. I'm sure a lot of other people can too. That's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one tomorrow, so look forward to it. I like that. I like how she wants to make you think too, not just make you feel. Yuri's next. Let's see what you've written for today. Oh, look, facial expression changed. Surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Elvis, how did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you that the kind of techniques we're practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really want to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. Knees weak, palms are sweaty, there's vomit on the sweater already. Mom's spaghetti. She's nervous! I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. You know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, as I offer patience to her. Jesus Christ, I suck at reading. Just being appreciated like this, I guess, it probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing just makes me smile. Really happy. Are you saying that you never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. You really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem that you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention is caught by the suffering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I'm seeing these poems are getting weird. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that the raccoon that it's fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, my urge. Just getting weird. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the edges of in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon was taken to following me. I could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning? Pavlovian? I slice the bread and I feel myself again. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can begin to imagine what this poem's about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, okay. I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I want to... Avoid the chat. Oh. Whoops. It's those sort of things that I'm usually forced to keep for myself, so sometimes I enjoy writing about them. Huh, that's funny. Didn't Natsuki write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? She did? Yeah, she was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. It sounds like you two have a lot in common. Well, that's what is interesting to me. At least she seemed the kind of person that would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose it's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay, well thank you for sharing with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Sayori is next. Oh, I like this one, Elvis. It has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Still, though, your tone makes it sound like you liked yesterday's poem better. I guess you caught me. Sometimes you know me a little too well for my own good. Well, don't just try to be nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, I'd rather just hear it. No, I still like this one, I promise. You know, I wouldn't lie to you, Elvis. I can't get over the Elvis thing. I really can't. It's horrifying. Never ever. Yeah, I guess so. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one, then? Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of the whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Oh, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. You're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Huh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep that in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems? Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah, I like things that are happy endings, that are happy, and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I see you liking something sad, I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, A sad poem can give you a rain cloud a little hug. Your rainbow wraps her. It's okay, rain cloud, it's okay. And make for a nice, happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. Is it? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Elvis. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, right? Okay. Bottles! I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine and rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. There's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles and all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams, friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow the dust off my bottle caps. Doesn't feel like time's elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. Friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up, and in come my friends. And they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Holy shit! Things are getting fucking... Jesus Christ! God! I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I think I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah! Writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Alright. Aha, don't get too ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it. No more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. Seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Okay, Monica. How you getting, Elvis? How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Ah, I wouldn't count on that. You never know. You want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, great job, Elvis. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It was really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. Wow. Why? That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know what? Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has had at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry much about that. Do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn trying new things. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out. I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violently grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Load me? Guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of the thing I've never really seen before, I guess. Kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines in short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. The poem can be abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So pushing it in that way, every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Did Monica just break the fourth wall? Oh! Did this game just break the fourth wall? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Oh no, I think I did something wrong. I think I did something bad. What did I do though? I didn't do anything wrong. We're done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned for today, so if everyone could come out and sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good for just a few days. We'll end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I really don't do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. I'm going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but it doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it yesterday. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You already started putting those posters up, didn't you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. I just didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'd be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it. Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event... Monica is telling me to save my game. I'm gonna save here. Okay. Alright. then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform will be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right, and it's those reasons that we are all in this club today. Don't worry. You want to share with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I don't know if you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monika have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expression faces. Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice. Ah, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club's seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. Ah, haha. Gonna be the death of me. Everybody's talking about death now. I don't like that. Let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way. Monika, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no, don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monika flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She stands behind the podium. The title in this poem is The Way They Fly. Monika begins reciting her poem. Clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? Glancing around at me, everyone has their eyes on Monika. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monika finishes the recitation, right? Is that even a word? The four of us applaud. Monika takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monika. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Yuri. Oh, Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks over to the podium. This poem is called Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called Afterimage of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns. It's in a structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around herself as if she's bewildered, even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we might have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri's down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Ah-ha! Sorry, I giggled. Hehe, Sayori. It's a lot harder to say things than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem. It'll come out best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow she feels like a soft voice is made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this paper on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone that I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes, and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Elvis liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem really fits you nicely. That might be it. It might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours that are sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just so embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. Hehe. Well, the next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay, now who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Elvis. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Elvis lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. That's fine, it's fine. I might as well get over it with it. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem since I'm not exactly confident on my own writing. It's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think less... Cottonmouth. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. It just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Huh. Well, anyway, the poem's called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. When she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and a rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite the poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so, well, I guess in that case, don't worry. You don't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming though. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what this is like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already presently surprised that you're putting all this effort in for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone, I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. For the festival, we'll be planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait for it. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. It's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica. And then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always running home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. Must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Elvis. You don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today is a little quieter than the usual way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Oh no, she's jealous. Wait! Wait! Is she... No, I can't infer that. No, I can't infer that yet. Not yet, I can't infer that yet. I'm getting like a future diary vibe here from Sayori. I'm getting a bit of a yandere vibe. What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me in a spawn here. Well... Oh no! Oh no! I'm getting a yandere vibe here! Oh no! Oh god! Oh no! Oh, it's not good. Oh... It's nothing to do with what I just said. Ah, you admitted it. Jeez. It's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you don't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Sayori, I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry, everyone's different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. Yeah, uh-huh. I'm getting a yandere vibe here. I am. It's kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her, but if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what'll happen in that time? Okay, so I'm gonna save here. It said after today, after that day, right, Sadistic? It said after... Oh my god. Oh, Sadistic changed his name to Monica, didn't he? You're scratching... RK has changed their name to Natsuki. Uh-huh, yeah, I figured. Yeah, when this day is over, take a 5-minute break. Oh, from reading. Yeah. Okay, is it safe to look at chat right now? I need to know if it's safe to look at chat. Take a 5-minute no chat. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go get some water for the cottonmouth. Okay, I'm gonna do this next portion without reading anything. You guys can read it for yourselves. Yeah, I'm only doing this whatchamacallit? I'm only doing this poem part, not reading it. The rest of the stream, like when we get back to talking with them, I'll start reading again. I'm going for Yuri at this point, so... Uh-oh. Oh, man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked into. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. Haha. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember, the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't all for you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival, too. Oh, I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Weren't you complaining about it yesterday? Just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but the whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. What are you saying? You don't like squid? You? All of you people? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you? Oh, you of all people. Yeah, I got fucked up on that. You of all people. Where's Sayori? That's my question. Because it's writing your name. Monika. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, the joke makes no sense in translation. The joke makes no sense in translation. Yeah, she's fucking Monica. She's got this fourth wall thing. Like, she's aware that she's in a video game. Fine, fine. Your reactions aren't as funny as Yori's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where's Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at... Oh, no! Oh, no! Hey, Sayori. I waved my hand in front of her face. Huh? You're spacing out again. Oh, sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Is everything alright? Oh, of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Ah, she's depressed. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright, if you say so. Oh, no. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. The conversation is already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they've been spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who's shuffling through some papers at her desk. Elvis, what's up? This might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say that I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room to Sayori, who's idly dragging Rubber Racer up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the only one asking you, Elvis. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Elvis. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she's really dismissive. Sorry. I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of the club's members too. Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing up the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? Saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Elvis. Me? How on earth did you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know. Huh? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori's always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, Elvis. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? This is starting to make sense. I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room, where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her, and to have fun with everyone else, so... But that's impossible to do, and she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her, that I'm letting this weigh on me down so much? Weigh down on me so much. Jesus Christ. Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. There's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. What is it? Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. But she looks away quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. I know it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in the one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted me to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How are you even able to tell that I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot. It wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today. When I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh. That's quite romantic. Huh? Sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that. I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have been friends for a long time, that's all. Ah, I see. Then perhaps it's unusual for her to be dismissive about you and her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Elvis, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. So you think there might be something behind it after all? Mm-hmm. I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. She may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too. I also feel some concern for her, but in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess, but I don't need to. You don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Oh, her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my eyes. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold, even to themselves, and you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings that you weren't aware in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy. I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. Ah, that's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah, I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Why don't we just go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thank you very much. There's something that I can make. If there's one thing that I can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf with the kind of filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. Fetches, not fitches. I'm going to plug this into the teacher's desk, and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on her teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you all? Are you two off to? Yuri was going to make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Oh, okay. I was just a bit curious. That's, kind of one-person job, isn't it? That's... Monica, please, mind your own business for once. Jeez! Damn! Or do you want me to tell there's something wrong with helping involve Elvis in club activities? My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Elvis. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. You think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. And there's no music now. Okay, here's the music. Alright, that makes me feel a little bit better. Elvis, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is bad. You make it seem that way in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Elvis? I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you, too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the pitcher, we return to the classroom. Do I like oolong tea? Anything's fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle for 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do anything less when making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out that it's not very hard for me to do. when it's you who's around anyway. Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Elvis. Yeah, this is the, oh. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. Watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Elvis, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Well, why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending at my desk. Ah, sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because of your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading? Yes. I have terrible reading posture. That's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. Alright, I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. Ah, I have some chocolate as well. A bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. Candy. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each one holding half of the book, except this time our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus reading like this? Yuri's always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup, holding it with my hand that's not holding the book. I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Oh no! No, don't do that! That's weird. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume that the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry, I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Ah, that's okay, I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, it might get smudges on the pages. Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. As a result, I left her arm practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate handy and pop it into my mouth. And I take another chocolate and hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. Simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. And that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Elvis? Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. And that's... Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right? I mean, it's not really in this context, but yeah, that's all it was. Yeah. Then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell... Read, Forko! Come on! But I can't tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest is rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Oh, Monica. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. There's Monica coming in with the cock block. Yuri, put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates, and in the end, we hastily clean up, without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling that something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Oh, man. I have to. She's feeling down. She's upset. I gotta say something. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Oh, no! Oh, no! She knows! Probably Yuri. I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe that's not really what I meant, though. But that's okay. You're making a few new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Elvis. Sayori, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori? Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Oh, man. Alright, Yuri. Elvis, your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. It never did come to me naturally to me. I can't speak. Jesus Christ. But I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling, I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something you've never even shared with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. Elvis, during lunchtime I eat by myself. Did you know that? Aww. Oh. It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say that I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway, but books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you'd want to fall in love with. Or people you just, would make really good friends. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. When you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day, And those friends don't laugh at me, and they don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type, and they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Elvis. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No. That's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know that I'm a difficult person, Elvis. I speak too slowly. I second-guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things, but every time, you've always treated me just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And you... Oh, it's Life is Strange all over again. And if the other people don't see it that way, then screw them. It's worse than Life is Strange. The fuck am I talking about? I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends, and I would say I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you? when you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands, but this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of the earth chaotically meets the surface. Under a clean blue sky, an expanse of bliss, but beneath gray, nothing. But beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. Why did I pick the chick that I can't read her fucking writing? One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes in. It will gently lick at your foundations until will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in, or will the sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam snaps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand, where the salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary, live, tempted by the foamy tendrils, turn back, and I abandon my peace to erode at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to the earth forevermore. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to make a metaphorical approach to it. You say that like you didn't even want to write about it. Oh, you haven't heard? After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, it was amusing that we wrote about the same things, similar in such different ways. So Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles and thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise she wanted to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have the particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request, but, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Okay, Natsuki. I know, Monika's last. Oh man, this is seriously a step backwards. She hates it because it's like Yuri's writing. I liked your last two way better than this one. I mean, I guess I can't be mad at you for trying different things. As long as you're not trying to impress Yuri or something like that. Gross. Okay. Like you said, I'm allowed to try new things. Why are you so emotionally invested in poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? No, gross. It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club is to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you just ended up scaring me away? That's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Good. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Oh, maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. Haha. Okay, I get it. How the hell do you call that a joke? That's seriously a hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds her palm out to me like nothing ever happened. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place for the beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap. In a way, you thought I had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand. Bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities into the salty sea, and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail. Set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful. When you press your lips to mine, I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap. In a way, you thought I'd left you long ago. But if you let me be by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Yeah, I felt like I kept writing about the negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. I don't know how to write anything negative about the beach. Well, Yuri's take on it was a little more solemn. Well, that's... She's not better... She's better not having said anything bad about mine. After all, she was the one who wanted us to write about the same topic. You can really see her doing that, too. Making us write about a simple topic when trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Alright, Monica. You're not best girl. Even though you break the fourth wall. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure, but whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. Okay, I just want to ask one thing. Why is Monica the only one that's not a love interest? I don't know why she's not a love interest. Maybe she's only a way of pushing the plot forward. Or she's just the cockblock person of the game. I think she might just be the NPC that pushes things forward. The one that stays stagnant throughout the entire game. This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature like the light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on inside that head of hers. I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that? You must be pretty into her. Huh? You completely misunderstood. Oh, calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. Monica kind of whispers the last part to me. Just with a hunch, but... Well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Well, oh well, I know. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. Oh no, the lady who knows everything! The lady who knows everything. An old tale of a lady who wanders earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost, adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. The day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilit sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow, I fall, and I fall, and fall, and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes to find no end to her gaze. But the lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. With a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but I was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put that much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical, because if we had all the answers, it wouldn't. The world wouldn't lose its meaning. Wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, even if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think that you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Ah, yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. If you're ever too shy to share your writing, it's because you're afraid. Are you ever too shy to share your writing, but because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good, okay, or bad, they want to focus more on everything that went into it, and the things that you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Huh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from the usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is a common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. No, stop! In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Ah, it seems that you're right. Sigh. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Out of all the times to not go home with her, you picked a time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I don't want to force it. Ooh? That curious expression coming from Yuri. Of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything's fine. What'd she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right, Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them, and some different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, it's not that at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? No, now Natsuki's pouting too? Jeez, I can't tell now. I guess I'll never save Sayori enough credit. I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. Ah, that may be the case. But if I can't also be the leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you're a beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes. She stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Elvis, the one who truly uses... Oh, don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way if you gave one of them a hand. You can always help me out as well. I would always appreciate that. Monica's suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like this? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monica's going to give me the choice. And you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle baking on your own? Elvis may not like you around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Elvis to... What are you saying? It'll be extremely meticulous work, and baking, is it? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Elvis to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know. So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Elvis, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone look straight at me. Oh, no. It's another difficult decision because it's got Sayori ... What's the worst that can happen, right? But it'll probably be the most useful helping Yuri out. Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki, you can already tell you're about to say something mean. No, I was just saying, So you'll be helping Yuri then, Elvis? Yeah. Elvis. Jesus, why can I not get this fucking Elvis thing out of my head? I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things. So I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Oh, okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So is that everything we need to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Elvis? Me? I guess you could say that I'm interested in to see how it'll turn out. It's good enough for me. How about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everybody yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No. That's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I really don't know why Elvis picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that. So, I get it. I'm kind of surprised, though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that, but you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken back by Yuri's words. She already has trouble with words. Trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kind of appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing, but I'm going to say this. You bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry, I realize that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that'd be the best way, yeah. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? Oh no, not my house. Not my house! Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house, since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense, but if you don't mind, I think I'd prefer going to your house. Alright, in that case, it wouldn't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Elvis. God damn, I can't get over the Elvis thing. It's so fucking funny. I think that we'll make a very productive team. Even if you only choose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know, it's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with extreme tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking things. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. You don't believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her a tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri's going to be coming to my house on Sunday? Anxiety shoots to the roof, even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. There's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of the school. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. This is the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? The only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously can't wait. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious with Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert, and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a bit when she's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard anything from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering myself. Again, we used to play so often that I've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her room, and I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Elvis. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It's been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Were you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Ah, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course, but I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Oh, so it's just me and Yuri then. Yep, there's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. You know that I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Elvis. Huh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't be worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. What the fuck? It's not being selfish. What the hell? What are you talking about? I think that's the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me? Sayori. I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Elvis. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Elvis? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression for my whole life. Did you know that? Why'd you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. Ow. Ow. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Oh. Oh. Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy into caring to waste having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you never told me about this? It's almost like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much I could do, I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. Your phone's fucking ruining my immersion. I don't understand at all, Elvis. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you'd have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try and care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone else be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting. That's all I want to do. No, Elvis, there's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped us is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Wow, holy shit. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. That's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, once again, I grab Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Elvis, Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, that's just a bonus. Please, never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Elvis, Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She stares, sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Elvis, Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. All I want her to know is that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have it to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand why my feelings, Elvis. The only time I'm not feeling anything is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. She does so. I let her go as well. The festival's tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like me to spend it all with you? That's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, it has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet at my house. At the very least, I do want you to come along and help out. It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that could be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself feeling uneasy. It's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri's about to come over, too. I think Sayori's right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, as we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Ah, thank goodness. You're a little early. Sorry, I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting a long time? No, I just got here, but I started to get really nervous that nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I've seen that you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it'll be fine. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerate of you to do. No, it would be really embarrassing for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. Uh-oh! I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap, making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yes, I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh wow, I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course, I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although, many will stop just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? It makes me feel relieved. And kinda happy. Yeah. And, yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax? I bought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah? Like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, it would be really neat. Really neat. Is that wood? What is that wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. No, is that so? It's one of my favorite contributions to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes the switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapors begins to sprout through a small hole in the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I choose jasmine for the event because it provides more relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that'll be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles, gently, clearly enjoying herself. So again, she reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it right over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing the room. May attract some time to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Elvis. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Oh, alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my band handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Huh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern and waves etched into it. The blade itself is a gently tinted blue. That's not an ordinary pocket knife. Nah, it looks really fancy. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. Okay. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. Just the combination of craftsmanship and the feeling of danger, maybe. What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. Ha! You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's, well, an intense thing to be into. Interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool-looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it, turn it around in my hands. It feels so heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! Elvis, why did you do that? Yeah, why the fuck did you stab yourself, you idiot? Why did you expect it to... I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no, a small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. A little odd. Also, that's like blood brother type thing. I mean, it's one thing if it's like, I don't know. I started instinctively pulling my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, it's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. I'm sure it was a little weird, though it took me by surprise. I guess she was trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I did do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. What? Why? Did you really just do that? Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil in the air, it'd be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Elvis. Yuri giggles shyly. Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It's just a tiny cut. Looks like it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension's quickly lifted. We each assume our respective activities. Watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected, and it will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. It's just something I saw online recently. Are you ready to move into the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Ah, that's right. One of the items Yuri asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Wow, 6 cups? Unless there's 6 colors, that's a lot for 6 cups is a lot for one color. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it will be too diluted. Okay, so it's 1 cup per paint. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use the small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips and bring it back into my room. Yuri? Yes? I came in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Ah, nothing. Your face is a little red. It's too hot. Is it too hot in here or anything? Oh no, I know what she was doing! Oh no! There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint the gradient across the banner, starting with the colors of a sunrise. Oh my god, I can't get my mind off of it! No! Yuri! Oh! Sunset and nighttime. Once it dries, I write the inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium in front of the classroom. Ah, neat. What are you going to write? Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri brushes and adds a few dots into different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. Ah, I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, or simply sharing the experience with someone who can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. I knew that you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Sorry. Yuri reels back and quickly lifts my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Ah, your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, and then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand. Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes, and it's an intense expression that I recognize when she reads her books. Almost as she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What's happening? It's the aroma of jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling. Yuri's gentle fingers wrap around my wrist, send a tingling sensation through my arm. Suddenly, her face seems to be much closer to mine than just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier than she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finish filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here and then have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before the event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew. Haha. You say that like you're glad it's over. I was wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit. Oh no, it's not that. I'm just glad we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. Ah, so you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we'd have a little extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself, I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry, I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. If the important thing here is that we got everything done, right? Yeah, so I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little down. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But what does she mean is the last time it can happen? Oh no! No! Oh no! It's the last time it can happen? Let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then, Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait. I kinda say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over or we can go hang out somewhere. I forgot to tell you I don't like going out much. I stumble over my words. Yuri simply, smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so... You're very thoughtful, Elvis. Yuri takes a step closer to me and then briefly squeezes my hand. I kinda like that about you. It's very close now. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? I don't even get a chance, as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori? Hi, Elvis. Sayori, just now, we weren't... It's okay, Elvis. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. Sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll be able to see each other at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course. Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. I'm starting to see what this game is. Really starting to see what this game is. Obviously, I'm overthinking. But at this point, I have to. Sayori, I'm guessing, is, you know what I mean, just the feeling is the emotion depression. Okay, obviously, as we've been through that. Alright, I also feel like she's kind of a psycho axe murderer, aka yandere. Yuri, is suicidal. And the reason she was rolling her sleeve down is because she was cutting herself. And then the other two kind of elude me. Maybe Sayori's just depressed, and one of the other ones is an axe murderer. Kind of get the axe murderer thing less from the lolly, more from the class. What call it? The person that started the club. Maybe that's how she's picking targets or something like that. She says she's doing piano, but I don't fucking believe that shit. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room. My imagination was being really mean to me. I had to come over and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. And that's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. That's why am I feeling this way, Elvis? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart's splitting in half? Oh, it hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. Maybe she's suicidal too. Maybe they're all fucking suicidal. So much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Elvis. If I wasn't here, then you two would, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. Yeah, she's, oh no. Oh no. Monica was right. I should just... What? Excuse me? What did Monica say to you? Monica was right about what? What I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden of your mind it's making out to be. It's something that makes me happy. Something that... Oh my god, no fucking way. She's the instigator. Oh. The popular chick is nothing but a fucking cunt in disguise. Undercover cunt. Something that I would trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any pain, any more pain. But Sayori looks away. Put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Elvis. Elvis. God damn it, stop! What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Elvis, I like you so much that I want to die. Oh my god, stop! That's how I feel, and that's enough, Sayori. I don't want to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Remember how I said I always know what's best for you? You still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need most right now, and that's what I'm going to give you. Oh no. I can't. 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 Why are they making me do this? Oh my god, why did I think it'd be a fucking good idea to play this game? Oh no. Oh. I can't say I love you. I'd be lying. I'd be lying to her. I didn't focus on her this game. I'd be lying to her. I'd be making it worse whenever she sees me with Yuri. But I don't want to say you'll always be my dearest friend because I'm going to be friend-zoning her. I have to be honest with her. This is not what she's gonna want to hear. What you need most is for things to be like they always have been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help things get back to the way they were. I see. Yeah, incredibly pained expression. Why is everything so heavy? Oh my god. Is this what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? I don't like this game. I don't like this game. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori, but she's not answering her phone. I consider going to her house to wake her up, but she's decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event are nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry. I gently rolled it up to take it with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Elvis, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica's placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that is all the poems that we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again, that dummy. You'd think that on days this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. And I only said that because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, Elvis. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all, but... I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? I basically turned down her confession? It makes me really seem like the bad guy here. But I'm the only one that knows the best for her, right? Jeez. I don't know the full... You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you'd think. Huh? Monica is being friendly as usual. For some reason, I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poems. It's different from the one that she practiced. It's one I haven't read before. Okay. Um I do what I know is best for you. I listen to everything she said to me. I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. Never actually finished. It just stops moving. Like what? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I've changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayori, so, well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? Quickly leave the classroom before. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. Oh no, 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 no. I'm thinking I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal, at least I could. Besides, I don't want to play anymore. I don't want to play anymore. No. Did it erase her? It erased her from the game. Monica.
Oh, he's going, he's switching. Forko, this is the wrong room.
You need to go up, you need to go up.
Falcon?
Hey, so go to
Don't
your
tell him.
game folders.
Well, yeah.
I told him that.
What? Huh?
Oh, I gotta mute the stream because of feedback.
Yeah. When you looked away from the game when it happened, you missed something vital.
Yeah, so open up your game folders. Or go to your Steam and then it's your Steam games and then Doki Doki Literature Club and open it up.
Mute the stream though.
What do you mean mute the stream?
No, you're good. Just on our end. You have to go to the actual folder where you keep it on your hard drive.
Yeah, if you click properties, it'll give you the path to it. Sorry, I'm watching it delayed, so browse local files.
Okay.
Yeah, pull that over to the main screen. Now click on Happy Thoughts.
What the fuck?
So there's going to be files in the game as you continue to play. You should keep that game folder open for the rest of your playthrough if you continue tonight, and you will notice things that will pop up and go away. Also, if you exit that picture, click on character files, you'll notice someone is missing.
Oh no! I erased her from the game?
So, those are some things
No
you should watch.
fucking
Keep
way!
that-
No!
keep
No,
that-
don't tell me what happens is I go through and I kill each one of them as I play?
Just keep that open.
Fuck that! Fuck this
folder
game! No!
open.
Fuck this! Fuck this!
You just scratched the surface.
Fuck this game!
Trust me.
Fuck this game! No! I'm ending the stream. Fuck this game. Fuck this game.